think I belong here. I don't think I fit in.
Oh, nonsense. Of course you do.
Oh, no, I mean it. I mean it. It's just somebody must have goofed if I gotta stay here another day.
Peace. It's Professor Griff, public enemy, the ex-minister.
Which means it's too strong.
All right. Da 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 da. All right, greetings, family. It's Professor Griff, and of course, Quan, what's good with you? All right, it's Professor Griff, and of course, it's Serious Minds RNTV. And man, the first person on deck, Quan S. All right, yo, Quan. Now you know I'm going to be in Dallas. All right, during Kwanzaa. I think it's 27th. All right, you need to show your face in the place. Shout out to everyone that support the platform. Really appreciate that. Latasha Jordan, peace. What's good with you, Queen? Tina Ray, what's happening? All right. If you would like to advertise your event or your business right here on Serious Minds RNTV, just text me 678-557-2919, and we can kind of talk some business and to make that happen. If you would like to purchase the Brain Tonic, all right, or the Resurrection Formula, all right, you can do that also by hitting me up at 678-557-2919. Please, if you text or if you call, and I happen to answer the phone, but if you text me, make sure you tell me who you are. Like, what's up? Talk to me. A decent greeting always works with me. All right. And then upcoming event. Yo, Quan, that event, that musicology on the this Sunday, it's canceled. All right. All right. But upcoming event, the Black History 101 Mobile Museum with Dr. Khalid El Hakim and myself, Tuesday, December 27th, 11 a.m., 4466 South Marcellus Avenue in Dallas, Texas. We will be in Dallas. So, the Pan-African Connection, if you want to kind of see what we do live, come on through. I'll be in Dallas on the 27th of December. All right. You would have opened all your Chrome toys and all that other kind of stuff. So you got time. Come on through. All right. Shout out to Smart Pharmacy. All right. If you'd like to support independent Black media, you can do that by starting right here with your Cash App donation. That's $ Professor Griff, or anyone else that's giving you unfiltered kind of information. All right. That's right here on social media. Please support them. I don't want to call the roll on who's who, but y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all watch. So support them. All right. All right. That's a beautiful thing. Ish. I try to do these events, and a lot of times when Black people show up late, pay late, support late, whatever, I have to cancel it. All right, because it takes time to kind of put it together. So if you'll hear me kind of announcing something, Black people, we have to stop doing it last minute, because the last minute thing don't work. It just really don't. All right. All right. So Quan, I'm sure by now everyone has heard about the Atlantic Station 17th Street Bridge shooting of the two young people that have been shot. All right. I talked to a few people. I even talked to a few people that was there with the so-called, I'm going to call them so-called, I'm going to explain that why. Explain the reason why I say that. Black leaders and politicians and clergy people that held a rally. All right. Now, getting firsthand information on what happened at the rally. I'm getting information. I'm getting information about the who's who was there. I saw it happening on the news. I pulled information from that, and I just said to myself, when are we going to learn? All right. These politicians and these clergy people in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm talking about the boule type. I'm talking about the bougie Negroes that always want to stick a Band-Aid on a cough and think that's going to be the solution. That is not the solution to the issues that plague young people with violence in Atlanta. Notice how I did not say gun violence. All right. Let's address that from the rip. All right. Before I dive into the article. 12 and 13 and 14, 15-year-olds cannot walk into a pawn shop or a gun shop or even a gun show and purchase a weapon. Would you agree? They cannot. They cannot. They're either getting these weapons, all right, to commit these crimes in one or two ways. And whether you think I'm going out on the limb to say what I'm about to say, that is entirely up to you. All right. But I'm saying to you, they're either breaking in people's cars and stealing guns. They're either breaking into people's houses and stealing guns. They're either violating their parents, uncles, aunties, and stealing their guns. Or, and this is a stretch because 12-year-olds are not normally in the drug traps and in the hoods in Atlanta buying firearms. That's just, all right. Now, I don't understand how, if I was a police officer and I'm seeing 12, 13 young people roaming through the streets, whether it's Atlantic Station or whatever, and that your spidey senses don't kick in and say, I wonder what's up. These are young people. All right. Before they're criminals, they're young people. Let me see what's up. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So if young people cannot buy firearms, why do we keep hearing from these politicians and these clergy and these so-called leaders in Atlanta? And they've recruited some of the rappers in Atlanta to repeat this toxic verbiage, this garbage, talking about its gun violence. They cannot buy firearms. So then it's a deeper problem. Am I correct? Is it not a deeper problem? And if it's a deeper problem, what is the issue? What is the issue? If a 12-year-old, if a 15 and 16-year-old who shot down and murdered a 12-year-old and another 15-year-old, whose duty and responsibility is that? When I first heard the story, the first thing that came to my mind, 12 years old. Wait, where's your mama and your daddy? And why are you out at 12 years old, 9 o'clock at night, doing 12 years old, doing what? So, Ms. Stanley, you might be absolutely correct. You said they want to keep their salaries. All right, so then they have to keep perpetuating the same kind of madness. Gun violence, gun violence, gun violence. I saw a little clip. I think I was on TikTok, and it was a white girl, and they were saying, well, when are we going to something to the effect about when are we going to put laws in place to restrict gun violence? And the other person basically says, when are you going to pick up a gun to defend young people from sex trafficking? When are you going to pick up a gun to defend young people from the violence that go on? Who's going to defend young black women from being kidnapped and snatched off the street? All right. If you don't have a firearm or a knife or something, or you don't know self-defense in order to protect people, because them other people, i.e., criminals, they not giving up their guns. All right. So a lot of these bougie ass, boule type Negroes in Atlanta need a serious talking to. You're not ever going to solve this violence in Atlanta with the methods that you're using. It's the same old tired ass bullshit that you keep running down in order to get reelected, rehired, or get a raise. That shit is not going to work. There was one gentleman, and I should have gotten his name. I heard him speak several times, once on the news, and I saw him online. He did make some sense. He says, first of all, if young people find the streets and getting money to buy sneakers or clothes or go to the movies or whatever, if they find the streets more attractive, then that's where they're going to go. And that's where they're going to get their money. That's where they're going to hang out. And more than likely, it's going to be some illegal activity. We all have to agree. Until we, as older people that are shirk in our duty and responsibility to young people to provide a safe environment for them to flourish in, and provide some employment for them so they can make money to do the things that they need to do, and then sit down with business people and sit down with their parents to know where they are at 12 years old, then it's always going to be a problem with violence in the streets. So I don't care if it's Atlantic Station or wherever it's at. Young people don't have anything to do. They go to the mall and act up. They go to Atlantic Street Station and act up. If you ever been to Atlanta, Atlantic Street Station, Atlantic Station is open. Movie theater, bowling alley, whatever. It's open. All right. And then the deeper than that, if we don't curb this culture of death when it comes to rap music and then the culture that it breeds, we're always going to have the problem. Long as you got these companies and these people, I'm talking about the Little J's and the rest of them, the Rev 29s, the rest of them, promoting this madness. All right? Promoting this madness in the music, you're always going to have the problem. And I don't want to hear shit from these funky, flaky ass, fucking coward ass rappers talking about, man, it ain't rap music. Well, what is it? School ain't going to check this issue. All right? The falsehoods that they're teaching in church, young people already went online and figured this shit out. So y'all got to come with a whole different doctrine. That ain't going to hold young people down. I'm sorry. It's just not going to work. All right? The white Jesus and the white people at the Last Supper and all that kind of stuff. Young people ain't going for that shit no more. White prophets, white messengers, white message. It ain't happening. They look at that shit as spooky. All right? That is not going to hold young people down. That's not going to keep their attention. All right? That's not going to stop them from hitting the streets and being violent. All right? We need to start with the root cause of this thing. Start with the root cause. Start with the music. The music that the damn parent is listening to. All right? How in the hell you expect this thing to change? I saw the woman of the 12-year-old on TV crying, and I'm looking at the news like, that 12-year-old is your responsibility. What you on TV crying for? That's your responsibility. All right? And I guarantee you, look at your playlist, ma'am. All right? I mean, I'm sorry for your loss. All right? We offer our condolences because you did lose a 12-year-old. All right? What's in your playlist, though? I'm going to pause on that one. What's in your playlist? If Murder, Death, Kill is in your playlist, then you already lost. I don't care if you send them to KIPP Academy or whatever goddamn academy. I don't give a damn if they in church every damn Sunday. What's in the playlist? What do you listen to? What's the daily diet? What are you feeding them? Every single day, all day. All right? So we need to understand this particular dynamic and stop trying to put a Band-Aid on a cough. That shit y'all talking on the news at Atlantic Station, on the bridge, rallies and all that kind of shit, that shit ain't never gonna work. I'm telling you straight up, that shit ain't never gonna work. When I saw that they wouldn't have real conversations at the town hall meetings, politicians, clergy, people won't come to the real table and talk real issues, I just said to myself, wow, y'all can have that shit. When I put my book together, You Are the Song That You Sing, I said to myself, I'm skipping over a generation. I'm not fucking with them. I'm not. I'm not. I have tried over and over and over and over again to get our young parents and black people in a firearm class, self-defense firearm classes for years now. All right. I've been sounding the alarm. Listen, lock your guns up. Here I demonstrated. I bring the safe to the class. I showed them how the safe works. They're biometric. I showed them how to secure the weapon. I had a firearms cleaning class I had to cancel recently because, hey, it's not for me. I know how to clean my firearms. My firearms stay clean. I was doing it for the people. But if the people don't show up and the people don't want to take the class, I'm not going to keep going out of my way. All right? These young people are breaking into these cars. And I think the gentleman that owned the gas stations in Philly, he has a point. He has armed guards carrying AR style shotguns at his gas stations. Y'all didn't hear what I said. Y'all didn't hear what I said. Maybe we'll talk about it later on, but they got straight up armed guards. Because you can't even go get a goddamn Snickers bar, some gas, a lottery ticket at the gas station. This music is promoting murder, death, kill, drugs, bag the next dude's chick, and that kind of thing. That's what this culture is breeding right now. And this rap shit is turned into a culture of death. And until the radio stations stop playing this bullshit, they should make it against the goddamn law, like they did in China and in Jamaica. They banned the shit. You cannot play this ratchet ass music, all right, in the public. Your ass will get fined and jailed. Someone said, are you against the rappers? Shut the fuck up. I'm an MC. Fuck am I going to be against the same culture, all right, that I helped bring to birth and put on the map? Next year will be the 50th anniversary of hip hop. All right. I'm telling y'all, next year, none of us should play none of this ratchet bullshit. If you got a song murdering people, killing black people, stealing, robbing, doing dope, smoking dope, whatever it is that you're doing is negative. All right. I say next year is the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Let's not disrespect hip hop, high infinite power healing our people. Let's not play none of that shit. You ask the question, who's behind it? Well, shit, who's in front of it? Fuck. Who's on both sides of it propping it up? Just because a company may put it out, that don't necessarily mean I got to listen to it. All right? I say let's shut all those rappers down that talk like that. Because if they're not going to offer the solution to a 12 and a 15-year-old getting shot down like this, he said, well, it's not only, I didn't say it was only rap. I ran down the road on what it is. Politicians, you're responsible also. School, the educational system, you're responsible also. All right. And you damnable hypocrite ass goddamn clergy people, you're responsible. Because you lie every goddamn weekend to young people. Young people ain't in the church. They're not in the church. They barely pay attention in school. They in the streets and they on their phone. They in them digital streets. I say all that shit need to be shut the fuck down. Plain and simple. Okay, so I guess now I can share my screen. That ain't a Professor Griff rant. All right? This is what it is. This is what you was about to get this Sunday. All right? Because Takeoff did not have to die. And the last 5, 6 rappers before him didn't have to die. But my thing is, what music are we putting out? All right? To the vast majority of the people. Because the law of karma is in effect. Can somebody give me a working definition of what karma is? And what we speak into existence? Somebody talk to me. Karma is real. When we begin to start paying that karmic debt, that's real. That is real. You're right. Check the frequency in the music. The music is frequency programming. Thank you. That's what I've been teaching for a long, long, long time. Karma is the universe correcting itself. All right? You're going to pay a karmic debt. Don't think because you put out a song 10 years ago talking about killing, murder, death, bringing in drugs. Oh, that karmic debt you got to pay. I'm sorry. All right? If you've ever turned on any of these songs in the earshot, all right, in the distance of where young people can hear it, and you're an adult and you're playing it, you are responsible for them. All right? Music is powerful. When it's positive, it can help it heals the mind of the masses. But when it's negative, what does it do? Impressionable young people. All right? Impressionable young people hear this music and they think it's cool because young people not only listen, but they're watching older people. All right? We got to understand that particular dynamic. So I keep hearing you keep putting it up on the gun violence. And I hear they get the most ignorant Negroes and Negresses to come on the news to talk about, well, gun violence, this is gun violence. I'm not giving up my gun. You're going to take my gun, which is legal, all right, and then you're going to leave the criminal with his gun, which is either because he don't care about registering his gun. He don't care about following the law. He don't care about cleaning his gun. He don't care about, you understand, none of these things that I have to concern myself with being a responsible gun owner. All right. Just yesterday, I think in Houston, Texas, it was on the news that there was a guy looking in people's apartment windows. All right. And this woman was home with her 11-month-old baby. And the dude decided to break in, rob, steal, kill, whatever. And the woman dropped his ass and laid him out. Good. A tax-paying citizen, armed, beautiful. Took care of that business. Beautiful. Now, what has to happen? And they didn't charge her. I'm saying we need to sit down and start understanding situational awareness. All right? We need to understand this. What is situational awareness? How do we protect ourselves legally? All right? As we head towards the holidays, young people ain't got no money. All right? They either going in stores and just outright taking shit, or they breaking in cars, houses, or robbing you, or whatever. Y'all know my phone number. If y'all want to take the firearms class, hit me up. My number is 678-557-2919. But listen, I put my book out, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, and I broke this whole hip hop thing down. All right? I warned you what would be happening today if we didn't get a grip on what was happening. All right? With music. But no, The same people that ran through hit rap in the 90s that perverted and dumbed down rap. Y'all praise them as your heroes now because they got a little chump chase. Some of them may be rich. Some of them may be wealthy. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about. I ain't got to call a roll. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about because y'all are the ones dancing to their songs in the goddamn club. And y'all was the ones that allowed them to pervert your children. All right? I wrote about them in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. Then I turned around and came after corporations and these other people that was promoting the madness in this book, Symbology. So don't tell me I haven't been on it. All right? But with that said, as long as I've been in the game, you would think my phone would be ringing off the hook from clergy, politicians, other rappers, city leaders, councilmen, whatever. Nope. They do not want to talk to Professor Griff because I am not coming to stroke anyone's ego. We're going to lay it out for what it really is. You fuckers are on a goddamn political, religious hamster fucking wheel when it comes to trying to come up with these solutions, all right, to deal with this violence in the street when it comes to young people. Young people don't respect you. Young people don't respect you. They'll rob the fucking pastor. The pastor will take up a collection, and later on that night, young people will rob your ass. That's real. So we need to get very, very real about what's happening and what's going on and stop taking this old weak-ass goddamn approach. I'm watching this press conference with these Negroes, and I'm like, wow. Young people are looking at this like, yeah, nah. That shit that y'all talking ain't gonna work. In every rally and every RIP, leaving fucking teddy bears and flowers where Tay-Tay and Day-Day and Twan and them got shot. Okay, fine. I'm tired of seeing the fucking teddy bears and the flyers and the crosses where so-and-so got shot last weekend. Woman ran up on me in the goddamn restaurant. Aren't you Professor Griff? I was like, yes, ma'am. Oh, wow. I see you on YouTube. I see you on social media. Whatever. What do you think about so-and-so getting shot? I said, well, what do you want me to think about? I can tell you the next 5 rappers that's about to get shot. That ain't fucking hard to figure out. Listen to the music that they putting out. What do you expect? Right now, we can say, what's today? By the time January 1st roll around, there's going to be 2 more rappers that we know that's going to get shot down. How much y'all want to bet me? Turn the fucking negative music off. The vibratory frequency in the music, all right, is doing something to the energy centers. All right. It's bypassing your consciousness to the point where you got all this anxiety built up. The economy is fucked up. All right. You listening to this music and you walking this shit out like that's your life. All right. Some of the rappers ain't never lived that fucking life. Some of the rappers that talk that shit ain't even about that life. Come on. Anyway, the name of the show today was Atlantic Station Bridge Shooting, Rap, A Culture of Death. Listen, I don't mind you having a spiritual conversation with me when we sit down and talk. I don't know, with a level of respect, I don't mind. Don't come to me with no religious bullshit. Expecting me to sit down with you, you're going to waste my time with that shit because whatever we come up with in any of these meetings, be they public or private, if they're not going to serve to solve some of the solutions that's going on in every hood in America, don't call my ass. Fuck out of here. You're not wasting my time. All right? I know some real dudes, some real people, some real men and women that can come and sit down at the table and offer the solution. But some of these people, they're the buffer. They serve as the buffer, and it don't seem like we're getting through, man. It don't seem like we're getting we're not getting through. So then I got to come on my show and talk tough. This ain't the tough guy routine, but I'm saying to you, we got to be real. I got to keep it a buck and talk this way because I got to pierce through a certain degree of ignorance in order for people to even listen to me. Now, if I came on here on a humble, on a spiritual tip, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm fucking lighting fucking Nam Champa and shit, fucking I'm sprinkling fucking, I'm saging the fucking computer. Y'all motherfuckers will be like, man, fuck out of here with that shit. That's how them hardcore cats be looking at that shit. And let me let y'all know something for real. From now until the first, y'all need to keep your head on a swivel, man. Understand situational awareness. They know who to target and who to rob. All right. They know they're not running up. See, they see your body language. You see how you walk, see how you talk. You understand what I'm saying? See how you move, see how you carry yourself. All right. And I can just tell you straight up directly from my class. I tell people, listen, they see whether or not if you're an organized dresser, where your car look, how you moving, how whether or not you on the phone or not, how you pushing your buggy through Walmart. They know who the Vicks are. They know who to move on. They know not to move on my ass. I'm barely fucking 5'6", $155. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't look like that target, though. I don't look like the Vic. I don't look like the one that they can run up on. Because this ain't going to be no motherfucking easy win. Plain and simple. But you see, you need to take that mindset. You need to have that mindset. I'm not saying you're going to come to my class and then leave there like, I wish a motherfucker would. I don't want you leaving with that kind of attitude. I just want you to come to the class and feel confident after you leave the class, knowing how you could defend yourself, whether it's open hand or whether it's a weapon. You understand what I'm saying? Or whether it's with your heat. All right? So listen, I'm trying to get to these. Let me share my screen. Just weak fucking cowards, man. Young people don't respect y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, they just don't. Concerned clergy say they will be part of solution to gun violence. How? How? That's my question. Any of you clergy on here, or any of you clergy listening, my phone number is 678-557-2919. They had a buyback program last couple of weeks in Atlanta. Is buying guns back. Let me not talk about that. Yeah. Sure. All right, now before we get to what the clergy plan to do, this buyback program that they had going on with buying guns back, how come you don't see those in the white neighborhood? It's a question. Why don't you see the buyback program going on in the white neighborhood? You niggas need to stop. So after the little boy's funeral, after Zion's funeral, you're going to march to the Capitol to challenge the lawmakers on concealed carry. Motherfuckers hurting my fucking head. Dumbass motherfuckers, man, I swear. Constitutional carry is for adults. You get caught with a firearm, you're going to jail if you get caught with an illegal firearm. I carry my firearm every single day. No one ever knows that I'm carrying a firearm. All right. I have a permit to carry firearm, even though in the state of Georgia, you don't need a permit. I have a permit anyway because of the reciprocity with other states. If I feel like going into South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, or whatever, I abide by the laws of that particular state. These dumbass niggas in Atlanta, you're going to march so that law-abiding citizens that pay taxes, like myself, cannot carry a firearm. Anybody that has a firearm has to sign paperwork and have their name ran through and fill out a form from the ATF and all this other kind of stuff. And you have to get the firearm from an FFL dealer. I'm saying to y'all, these guns that are on the streets are coming from irresponsible adults like the ones we're about to hear from. All right. Whoo. See, that motherfucker look like you could just rob his ass. He just ain't, you ain't look, don't even look like, yeah, you just, no. You don't even sound fucking convincing, bro. You don't fucking sound convincing. You don't sound like, you ready to be about that life to take the fucking suit off. All right, come on, hook up with real brothers and sisters, and let's go to the hood and let's have these talks with young people and straighten this shit out. Shout out to the interrupters in Chicago. All right, my people, thank you. Did that fucking make sense to y'all? He didn't get the governor. Brian Kemp did not give us constitutional carry, all right, which is law now in Georgia for 12-year-olds and 15-year-olds to carry guns. He didn't do that for that reason. So you sending mixed messages, man. And let's keep in mind, Negro, young people, the violent ones, the criminal element of them, they're not giving up their guns. I don't give a fuck what law is on the books. You're about to disarm those of us that want to, that follow the law. Those of us that abide by the law. Those of us that carry legally. Those of us that train other people to defend themselves. Mentors and what the fuck y'all think we've been doing? Y'all have been the problem. Clergy has been the problem. The educational system has been the problem. Some of these rap producers and record companies, these other people that control the culture of rap, has been the problem. So if y'all really want to take care of the solution, then let's seriously talk then. Oh, you said you can't hear the video? Hold on, I'll play this shit back. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Thank you, Mr. Jahi Muhammad. Let me hold on. Hold on. One. Jahi Muhammad, can you hear it now? Let me know if you can hear the sound now. Everybody on IG, hold on for a second. Nope, can't. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back to the setting. Hold on. Hold on. Audio, play, hold on. One, two. Can you hear the audio now? Hold on, man. What the hell? Hold on. Okay. I done tried every damn thing to get this sound up for this video. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna try for another minute. If I can't do it, hold on. Hold on. Da. Hold up. Yada yada yada. Whoop whoop. Got that. Default. Yada yada yada. Hold on. Got an idea, fam. Hold on. Let me try one more time. Hold on. Work with me now. All right. They ain't gonna let me do it. I probably have to go downstairs in my studio and make it happen. But anyway, y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. The last gentleman that I forget his name, the last gentleman that we just heard from, he was the only one that was making any goddamn sense, man. He said if we don't put money in these young people's pockets, you're not gonna solve this problem. You're not gonna solve this problem. Hold on. I got one more trick up my sleeve to try to get this right. Let's try this. You said that's Reverend Shannon Jones, Conrad's brother, the older brother. You mean the other older brother that just spoke, right? That's the only person that took to the microphone that I could even have. You said switch the speaker to the intern. I did. I went to well, hold on. I went inside of StreamYard, right? I went to the settings, I went to the audio, speaker. Yeah, MacBook Pro. I went to the MacBook Pro speakers and idiotic gun laws. Can somebody do me a favor, please? Tell me who these idiots are. This dude just said idiotic gun laws. Let me just ask y'all a question before I get off here because I've been on here too long. If the criminals and the other people that live across the fence, if all of them got the guns, right? And they demonize all of us and take our guns, buy back our guns, set up laws where we can't own guns to defend ourselves. How are you going to defend yourself? Talk to me. How are you going to defend yourself? Right now, I am home alone. If somebody decided to break in, 4 and 5 dudes, like they normally do nowadays, and break in your house or break in my house, how am I going to defend myself? You said that was Uncle Ruckus? He's stupid. How am I going to defend myself? You want me to reach down in my clothes and pull out my Jesus piece? That's going to protect me? No. Talk to me. Yeah, I think the thing that's going to work for me is that Genesis 12, that MP5. Yeah, that Ruger. Yes, that Glock, the SIG. Need I go on? Yeah, staccato if I could afford one, get my hands on one. Yeah, the Canic. Come on, M&P, Smith & Wesson, the Hellcat. Need I name some more? So I don't know what the fuck these idiots talking about on here. But hold on, I'm gonna get off here in a second. I'm sorry if I'm wasting. I'm not wasting. I'm taking up a lot of you guys' time. But yeah, it's just. Hold on. Oh wait. Marching to the Capitol. James Davenport. How the fuck did these gun laws weren't thrown? Now I don't know about that Desert Eagle, man. It's a little bit out of my yeah, it's way above my pay grade. But I'm saying, how are these gun laws idiotic? If I go to buy a firearm, I say, sir, I'd like to have that gun. That's how much it costs. Okay, here's my driver's license or my passport. All right, for ID. Here's my permit to carry. All right, this is the form I got to fill out. It's a very extensive form. You wait. They send that information to the ATF, and the ATF lets you know whether or not you can purchase a firearm. How is that idiotic? And then in my wallet, I have a fishing license because the state allows you to shoot at the range at, some public ranges. I have a fishing license. I got a couple of other licenses. All right. But you still haven't answered my question, clergy. How am I going to defend myself? If I go to the gas station a little bit later on, all right, some cats decide to rob me, how am I going to defend myself? Y'all are not making sense, man. But this is Professor Griff. This is Serious Minds, RNTV, Serious Minds for Serious Minds. Smart Pharmacy. You said martial arts? I don't give a fuck how much fucking echinacea and elderberry and whatever. That ain't going to stop these motherfuckers from robbing your ass. I don't give a damn how much goddamn. None. Nowadays, in 2022, they are bringing the pain. Go on YouTube and look up active self-protection. They are bringing the pain at the gas station, at the ATM machine, all right, wherever. They following people home, robbing people. Nah, all power, all of the people, family. Peace. For real. My phone number is 678-557-2919. Anybody would like to get into my firearms class this weekend? All right, hit me up, 678-557-2919. Let's make it happen. For real.
You are now listening to Serious Minds RNTV with your host, Professor Griff. The call-in number is 516-654-7688. That's 516-654-7688. This is Professor Griff, and this is Serious Minds RNTV. Serious Minds for Serious Minds. Seriously.
Greetings, family. The Resurrection Formula is on sale now. You can order it at www.professorgriff.me or simply call 678-557-2919 or just text 678-557-2919 or scan the QR code on the screen. This is Professor Griff. Thank you very much. The Resurrection Formula is on sale now at www.professorgriff.me. Thank you.
Greetings, peace and love, and welcome to Smile Pharmacy Apothecary. We've been here since 2019, and although times have changed and healthcare has evolved, our traditions of compassion and professionalism thrives on. You are always at the heart of what we do. Smile Pharmacy, we heal. Visit us today online or in store at smilepharmacy.com.
50 million. That's how many people in the U.S. suffer from chronic pain. Many turn to opioid painkillers for relief.
The evidence is not at all clear about the efficacy of these drugs long-term for chronic pain.
Mayo Clinic pain management specialist Dr. Mike Hooten says what is clear about these painkillers is the risk associated with taking them.
The problems of addiction, but also a related problem of accidental overdose deaths.
Keep your body in motion with Little Goddess's Pain Potion on littlegoddessapothecary.com.